Why this story matters. Stories like this show how communities, innovation, and determination can lead to lasting improvements. Quick summary: the story highlights recent developments related to On This Day, showing how constructive action can lead to meaningful results. 249 years ago today, Thomas Paine published his first essay under the pseudonym Common Sense to inspire American colonists in a language that the common man could understand. Paine knew that the colonists weren't going to support the American Revolutionary War without proper reason to do so, so he set out to persuade them. First entitled The American Crisis, it had its intended effect. Read the famous opening lines 1776. The pamphlet series began. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of his country, but he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Would you like to read more good news about On This Day and this day in history? It was read aloud to the Continental Army later that week, before the Battle of Trenton, to bolster morale among patriots, as well as shame neutrals and loyalists toward the cause. With strong day's beliefs, Paine stated that he believes God supports the American cause, that God Almighty will not give up a people to military destruction, or leave them unsupportedly to perish who have so earnestly and so repeatedly sought to avoid the calamities of war by every decent method which wisdom could invent. More good news on this day. The Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery departed England for Jamestown, Virginia. Settle what will be the first American colony with 1506 next. Ben Franklin began publishing Poor Richard's Almanac of 1597. The first games of the National Hockey League were played, with 4 teams in total, all based in Canada. Since then, the league has grown to include 13 teams across North America. 1913, and the BBC World Service began broadcasting as the BBC Empire Service. 1937, the first personal computer went on sale in the US as a GOA hit for Europe. The Altair 880 nodes, sales of which exceeded all expectations. 1932, Wayne Gretzky became the 18th and youngest player in NHL history to score more than 15 points. 1938, or the Soviet Union through dissident Andrei Sakharov. 1938, the Academy Award-winning blockbuster Titanic opened in theaters. 1980, Libya announced an end to its weapons of mass destruction program. 21 years ago today, Edith Piaf was born in Paris. The French cabaret singer, songwriter, and actress was one of France's greatest international stars. Her hit song La Vie en Rose, Life in Rosie Hughes, sold 1 million copies in the US alone in 1974. Written and composed by Piaf, it is one of the most familiar songs worldwide of the last century. The 2007 film of the same name tells the story of Piaf, played by Marion Cotillard, whose portrayal won her the Academy Award for Best Actress. Watch an English version of her hit, which Francis Little Sparrow recorded in 1973 with lines like, "When you speak, angels sing from above, everyday words seem to turn into love songs." 1960, Pivotal's birthday, actor and singer Jake Gyllenhaal, who received an Oscar nomination for his role in Brokeback Mountain in France. He also starred in Zodiac, The Day After Tomorrow, Love, Other Drugs, Prisoners, and earned BAFTA nominations, playing a journalist in Nightcrawler and a troubled writer in Nocturnal Animals. 2019 photo credit Toplin CC licensed Gyllenhaal, whose godfather was the late actor Paul Newman, joined the Marvel Universe in Spider-Man Far From Home last year, portraying Mysterio. In 2020, Jake became a first-time Tony Award nominee for See You All Alive. Next year, he will revive his 2016 on-stage portrayal of French painter Georges Seurat in the Pulitzer Prize-winning musical Sunday in the Park with George. Watch him talk about his new lockdown obsession and sing a bit of the Sondheim score on Colbert 1980. Also 40 years ago today, the classic film Kramer vs. Kramer premiered in theaters, a legal drama exploring divorce and custody issues, which was a new storyline for audiences, particularly the sympathies extended toward both sides and both genders, as a career-obsessed dad learns how to be a parent when his wife leaves him and their 6-year-old son. The film stars Dustin Hoffman and 30-year-old Meryl Streep, a relatively new face. She won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress and, after 9 Oscar nominations for the film, won 4 more big ones: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor for Hoffman, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Kramer vs. Kramer not only portrays the psychology and fallout of divorce and its impact on small children after the mom suddenly wants her son back and a court battle ensues, but the parity of parents' rights, work-life balance, and the single-parent experience. It was a major critical and commercial success, grossing $106.3 million on its $8 million budget, becoming the highest-grossing film of the year. Watch the compelling trailer. 1969. Also, 1 years ago today, Charles Dickens' book A Christmas Carol was first published. The wildly successful novella depicts the story of Ebenezer Scrooge, an elderly miser who is visited by 3 ghosts from Christmases past, present, and yet to come. During their nighttime visits on December 24, Scrooge is transformed into a kind and compassionate man, illustrating the real-life ability of any person to redeem themselves. Written in 6 weeks, the first edition sold out in less than a week. He began public readings of the story, later proved so successful he undertook one set for further performances until the year of his death. 1843 illustration, public domain. Dickens was at the time challenged by financial problems himself, even having written Oliver Twist, but was especially dismayed by the sad lot of those around him in Victorian England. He toured the Cornish tin mines, where he saw children working